Hi, everybody. I'm Cheryl Moore, and I'm a social worker at the Georgian Bay Cancer Support Center. And I'm happy to be with you again for this fourth installment of Wind Down Meditation. As a quick review, we've been meeting for the last 4 weeks to provide some practice across the 4 dimensions of your being when it comes to quieting the mind. And when I say the 4 dimensions of your being holistically, that means body, heart, mind, and soul, allowing each area of our being, of ourself, of our essence to have some attention when it comes to our meditation practice. And it is a practice. So in week 1, I did a basic review around posture and breathing and some of the outcomes and benefits of a practice of meditation and mindfulness, and just really what it means to transcend the body, which is the first thing we want to do, get past our physical discomforts so that we can be present in a practice. The second week, we focused on the heart, and I offered some guidance and visualization around the emotion of gratitude and how that can help us to maintain presence in our life. And last week, perhaps one of the most difficult things about meditation, we addressed the practice of stilling the mind and what to do with all of those thoughts that get in the way of our quiet, of our present moment. And we use some visualization to kind of practice whether we could float thoughts away on a cloud or toss them into the garbage or put them on a shelf and come back later. All of that to try to be thankful to the mind for doing what we want it to do for us every day, but checking it so that we could be present. So key, you're going to hear me often always say, practice, 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 even if it's only a few minutes a day. There's many reasons to attempt to bring meditation into our life, but fundamentally we want to be curious, observers, and detached from outcome. If we enter into the experience with expectations, the chances are that we will be frustrated and disappointed. So even if we're sitting for 5 minutes, we might be able to calm and still the mind for 10-second increments before another thought comes in the way. And that's okay, right? It's not some perfectly blissful, joyful experience each and every time. It is about the practice. And even if in the 5 minutes we only had those 10 seconds, we still spent 5 minutes attempting to focus, attempting to concentrate, attempting to breathe, attempting to quiet, attempting to still. And all of that helps with our rejuvenation and renewal and our overall health and healing. So in the land of the many reasons we might attempt to practice, our wind down meditation tonight is focused on the soul or the spiritual aspect of our being. And when we're meditating for that reason, we might suggest that this is, for many people, kind of a form of prayer. We might say that when we're meditating to feed and nurture the soul, that we're reaching out for help. That help might be from our God source, from our higher helpers, or from our own innate wisdom and intuition. But we're trying to serve our soul, our essence, our connection, get to that blissful, peaceful place, hopefully by remembering that we're not alone, that we're part of the one experience of humanity. Some people might even say that we're a spirit having a human journey. And so this is an opportunity to feed that part of ourself, the part of ourself that does not need the body, that does not need the mind, that does not need the heart, that does not need the ego, that which transcends all of that, our divine inner being. There's many ways to do that, but for me, what I find when I'm nurturing my spiritual self in a meditation, it's probably the most creative, the most visual, and maybe the most relaxing, because we give our mind the opportunity to wander to comfortable, beautiful places, to transcend all of that which is challenging on the earth plane, and maybe to look down from the ethers, if you will, with a more macro perspective on our situation. So instead of working hard to focus, working hard to breathe, working hard to relax the body, working hard to check thoughts, all of the little tasks I've given you in your experiences over the last 3 weeks, tonight you just get to listen and go on a little journey with me. And if your mind wanders somewhere else and you create your own journey, that's okay too. So I hope you find this little, shall we say, breath of fresh air, this guided imagery, this visualization, this journey, an opportunity to transcend daily stresses and to go to that place in your mind where there might be some peace and some connection to something bigger than our human self. If you like, I'm going to ask you before we start to just maybe imagine a particular issue, situation, or challenge you're facing right now in your life, something that you can articulate in your mind's eye silently to yourself when it's time, because I will be giving you the chance from a prayerful perspective to ask for help, to get guidance. And that is one way we can tap into intuition and a spiritual journey and try to find some answers for ourselves from that innate place of essence and divinity. So that's my plan for tonight. So just as you start to settle into hopefully a comfortable chair and to find a way to create a posture that's going to be soothing for the body, I encourage you to begin to articulate in your mind's eye an area of your life you'd like to explore or a question you'd like to ask. So we'll start by me ringing the bells and just taking 1 minute of silence to center in and do some breathing. And then I will start the music and offer you this guided visualization. Enjoy your journey. So settling in with pillows or blankets, whatever position you're in, I would like your back to be fully supported and straight, to not have anything crossed. Don't have legs or arms or anything crossed unless you're seated cross-legged on the floor, which is fine. And to have your hands, your palms, sitting on your lap or resting together like that on your lap, one on top of the other. I'm just going to have a little drink of water here. When we do that, we give a message to the universe that we're open and receptive to receiving this experience. So tonight is just for TLC, nurturing your soul. So let's take this minute to drop into silence. I'll guide you into some deep focused breathing for a moment, and then I will give you that silent minute. Listen to the sound of the bells, follow the noise. See why the vibration lands in your body, maybe in your feet, your back, your head, your belly. Follow the sound. Wherever this sound is landing, let it become your core, your center, your place of focus for this moment. And then drop into your breath. Begin to consciously, intentionally, and purposefully deepen and elongate the breath. We'll take 3 nice, big, deep breaths together, breathing all the way down into the belly and letting it go with a big sigh. Breathe in. Exhale, release. All the way into the belly, begin, breathe in. Exhale, release. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, release. And then allow the body to find a natural rate and rhythm of breath. Just taking the next minute in silence to drop away all the cares and worries of your day, to drop away all the worries and wonders of tomorrow, and to come fully into this experience, into this body, mind, heart, and soul present moment. And in a minute, my voice will come back to you. I'm just going to start the music now. Take you on this little journey. If you haven't already done so, tonight I suggest you might want to sit back a little bit. You might want to be comfortable in a recliner or on a couch. And if you're not doing that, if you're in a chair and your eyes are not yet closed, close the eyes and maybe just let your head fall slightly forward to take the pressure off your shoulders. As we begin this journey this evening for our spiritual well-being, our wind down meditation, an opportunity to connect to the divinity within or without as you so choose, to search internally or externally for innate wisdom. I invite you to start by imagining yourself sitting at the base of the largest tree, the oldest tree, the most ancient tree that you can imagine. Imagine yourself coming to this tree. Perhaps it's a large red cedar like the ones on the West Coast, or a tall white pine like we have here in Ontario. Just imagine the most ancient and wise and grounded and stable and secure and rooted tree. Find a way in your mind's eye to allow yourself to sit down at its base. By doing this, we become connected to the earth, knowing that while we go on this journey, our body is safely cared for and it will await our eventual return. And then bringing your awareness to the top of your head, to your crown chakra, to the energy center in your body that connects you to your higher self and all your higher guides and teachers, your helpers, whatever they may be to you. What we're going to do is allow our soul body, not our physical body, our soul body, that which transcends the physical, to travel up this tree. Knowing you are safe here, your body is waiting for you. I want you to allow your infinite, essential, unending self to leave the body behind for a moment and to allow your light body to climb this tree easily and gently. You'll notice there are steps, nooks, crannies, knots provided for your feet. And you'll notice, kind of like Jack and the Beanstalk, that this tree goes far, far, far into the clouds. And you easily transcend this tree, climbing up, climbing up, climbing up until you reach the top. And as you reach the top and notice your soul self standing in the clouds, you look out with wonder, curiosity, and imagination, excited about the journey ahead, knowing you're safe, and seeing before you 7 pebbles of the colors of the rainbow. Going to allow your soul self to step on to these stones one by one as they lead you on a path to the most peaceful place in nature. Step out now and see the first stone. It is red. Take a step onto the red stone and take a deep breath in. With each stone and each step and each color that you receive into your soul body, you notice yourself getting lighter and lighter, calmer and calmer, more and more present in this experience, more and more curious and excited. The second stone is orange. Go ahead and step onto it now. Take another breath in. The third stone is yellow. Take another step forward, each step taking you a little higher into the clouds, but you can see that beautiful place in nature, laying in the clouds right before you, just a few more steps away. Breathe into yellow. The fourth step is green, the color of nature, the color of harmony, healing, and balance. Step onto the fourth stone, take a deep breath in. The fifth stone is sky blue. Step onto the fifth stone now with another breath in. The sixth stone is indigo purple, a deep, deep, deep purple, kind of the color of an eggplant or the color of blueberries. It's that cross between purple and blue. Step onto the sixth stone now with a deep breath. And finally, onto the seventh stone, which is a violet or white light as you so see it in your own mind's eye. Final deep breath in. You have taken in all the colors of the rainbow into your entire being on every level of your being. You are transfused with this light, and these colors have helped your imagination to become vivid and real. Before you lies a beautiful place in nature, perhaps the most peaceful that you have ever seen. For each of you, it will be different. Perhaps you find yourself looking at a forest, a field of flowers, a beach, a mountain or a hillside. Could be anywhere at all in nature that is special to you. I want you to walk forward now on the path that allows you to immerse yourself in this peaceful place and to find the most perfect carved out place to sit. perhaps in the sand, in the grass, on a stone, or a tree stump. Whatever place presents in your mind's eye, just allow yourself to sit down. Notice that your back is supported in this place, your feet are rooted, and you are curious with wonder at what awaits you now. Just begin to allow your mind to create this space by dropping into your senses. Be perfectly, completely aware as your mind's eye creates this beautiful, peaceful place in nature. Notice what you see. Notice what you hear. Notice what you smell. Notice what you taste. And notice what you feel with the sensation of touch. What your feet rest on, what your hands rest on, what your hips, your pelvis, and your seat rest on as you sit in this perfect, peaceful place in nature. And then close your eyes, knowing that you are safe, you are held, you are supported in this place in the ethers that you have created in your mind's eye. Be at rest and be at one with your soul, with your essence, with your higher self, with your innate wisdom. What I'm going to ask you to do now is invite your spirit, your internal spirit, or your external spirit, your guides, masters, teachers, or God source. Whatever spiritual strength you wish to call upon, I want you to invite it to step forward now. And with complete curiosity and detachment, ask it to present itself to you in a way that you can understand. It might not be what you expect. You might see a color or a shape. You might see a face of someone you know and love. You might see an animal passing by in your place in nature to bring you a message. Or perhaps you hear thoughts or sounds, or you feel sensations, a coolness or a heat around your body, a shiver up your spine. Keep those senses alive, keep everything aware, and just notice how spirit presents itself to you in this moment. And trust that this is the way for today, this is the way for now, for you to remember that you are not alone. You are never alone. And with faith and belief and inspiration and understanding, knowing that some energetic sense is with you in this moment and you are supported, I invite you to ask your question or to bring this issue of concern into your mind. And then to just sit quietly for the next few minutes, asking for help, asking for knowledge, asking for clarity, asking for wisdom. Again, keeping all your senses alive and acute. Notice all the information that is presented to you. Again, it may not be in the way you expect it. So keeping sharp to what you see, hear, feel, taste, and smell. I leave you here with spirit surrounding you, knowing that you seek some guidance and trusting that your truth in this moment will be revealed to you. And now I want you to notice that energy which has presented itself to you offers a little gift for you to take away in your left hand. Open your left hand, put forth your left hand. Receive into your left hand a little gift to remember this moment, to remember this journey. Whatever it is they offer you, just tuck it away. You're going to take it with you back to your earthly self as a way to remember this moment with your own divine essence, with your own innate wisdom. This moment of clarity, guidance, truth revealed. Tuck away the gift and give some thanks. Send thanks, offer thanks for this moment of connection with Source. And as that energy begins to step away from your soul field, it's time for you to get up and return back along the path you came. Quietly, purposefully, and intentionally allow your soul self to rise, to turn and find your way back along the path, back to the 7 stones that transcend down through the clouds, and back to the branches of the tree that awaits you. Following those stones in reverse order, knowing you can come back here anytime, and that more that you practice creating this space in your mind's eye, the easier and easier the connection will become. Heading back along the stones now, stepping along them, noticing the colors once more: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. And then you see those branches easily awaiting you, easily holding you, easily transporting you. As you very lightly, gently find your way down the tree. And as you find the etheric energetic cord that attaches your physical body to your soul body, following the tree and following the cord until you suddenly notice that you are gently, firmly, and easily planted back into the physical you that sits at the base of the tree. And let's just sit here for a few delicious moments of reflection as we remind ourselves of the experience we've just had, of the connection that we made, of the awareness we've been given, of the clarity we've been gifted, and of the little nugget that sits in your left hand to remind you of your journey. Sit in your body at the base of the tree and just breathe. Again, remembering you can come back here anytime. And the more you create over and over and over this image in your mind, the more you practice, the easier the connection will become. Deep breath in. Exhale. Keeping your eyes closed and your attention inward, begin to find your way back to your breath. Notice when you are breathing in and when you are breathing out. Keeping eyes closed and attention inward, begin to find your way back to the physical body in the room you are in at this time. You may want to wiggle the fingers and toes or circle the ankles and wrists. You may want to reach up and begin to give yourself a stretch and a yawn. And keeping eyes closed and attention inward, begin to notice your surroundings. Become aware of the room and the environment by sensing the energy in front of you, behind you, above and below you, and on both sides of you. And then slowly opening your eyes. Let's take a deep breath in together. Exhale. You might want to stretch, yawn, and just roll those shoulders as you come back. You might want to give yourself a little hug. You might want to lay here for a while and just enjoy the sensation of tranquility that you've experienced, the beautiful visualization and journey that you've been on. Again, just reminding yourself of the images you liked, the things you might try again, the practice that might assist you to have a wind down mindful moment with your spirit. This has been your 4th week of wind down meditation practice, and I thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful rest of your evening. Good night.